millennials are aging different than the generations before us? Like, the Golden Girls were in their early 50s. Let that sink.
I'm too young to be old, and I'm too old to be young. Maybe I'm just going crazy.
Do you all remember when growing up, you couldn't wait to be an adult? You couldn't wait to have your own house, your own rules, your own money, literally your own life. However, somewhere between chasing careers and chasing clout, a generation decided that growing up actually looked too scary. And even worse, this generation is now so desperate to stay young. This is the story of the Millennials, a generation that was born between the ages of 1981 and 1996. A generation that is caught between adolescence and anti-aging serums. Literally a generation that's striving to stay young. So I call it a generation that's redefining what it really means to be young and what it means to never let go of that youth. My name is Cecy K. I am a millennial, so I can relate. And in this video, I'm going to dive deep into the millennials' never-ending quest for youth.
So let me get this straight. This is the adulthood that I waited all my life for. Where's the fun and games and endless freedom that I'm supposed to get? Did I get the depressed and stressed package or something? How can we fix this?
I just want everyone to know that I had to apply to a second serving job to work on the weekends because my full-time job that I work from Monday to Friday, 40 hours a week, does not pay the bills enough. So now I have to get a second job serving.
Is it easy? No. Do I like it? No, I don't. But do I do it? Yeah, I do.
There has been so much talks about the millennials' inability to grow up. You're being criticized, you're being questioned. Why are you not married yet? Why are you not buying a home? Why don't you have kids yet? Why are you still living with your friends? What's happening? Why are you so stuck? Why are you so frozen in time forever? Do you remember as a millennial, you had your life all planned out? At that time, growing up meant success. You had the Gen X, the older generation, to look up to. They were your role models. They looked like they had everything going on so well for themselves. They had the good jobs, they had the money, they had the bigger houses. It's like everything was so easy for them. They looked like they were living a very successful life. So you thought, this will be your future as well. You thought in your 20s you would have successfully graduated from university, you would have gotten that dream job, a very high-paying job. You thought in your 20s you should have bought your dream house, you should have gotten married, you should have had your kids already by the age of 30. You would be planning or opening up a very successful business by the age of 35. You'd be buying a beach home, you'd be buying a holiday home. You thought you might even retire earlier. But guess what? The reality hits differently. The economy crashed twice.
Inflation.
Prices of goods and services skyrocketed, and the mortgage, the student loans exploded, and everything became more and more and more expensive. Suddenly, adulthood is boring, it's exhausting. It's not empowering anymore. It's a scam.
Adulthood na scam. You better get time for your mind. You got to hustle, make a living 247.
Now tell me, who would want to remain an adult? Maybe it's no surprise that the millennials' mindset shifted from growing up to preserving youth. There's beauty in staying young, but nowadays there's an industry behind it, and this industry is making sure that it's selling the idea of staying young.
Yay, my Boxing Day order from the Collagen Co finally arrived. I chose all 3 of their flavours because I just couldn't choose.
Absorbs smoothly and replenishes nutrients retinol booster. adding a healthy glow to your skin while attaining firm elasticity and smooth moisturization. Upgrade your retinol for youthful skin.
So the industry is saying, looking young is everything, literally encouraging the millennials to preserve their young looking self. So now the millennials don't just want to look young, they also want to feel young. They're chasing vitality, flexibility, and possibility. Literally, Botox and fillers have become the norm, and the youth industry has turned fear into profit. Anti-aging is no longer a secret, it's actually celebrated. As a millennial, to have wrinkles is actually to fail, because skincare routines are a thing now. Skincare routines are actually winning. They're regarded as self-care or even self-love. And if you don't have a skincare routine, you don't love yourself enough. You don't care for yourself enough. Perhaps this obsession of looking young is getting out of control. While there's nothing wrong with trying to look your best, where do we draw a line between wellness and fear? And also, the question is, what happened to aging gracefully and not fearfully? But here's the thing, this obsession of staying young, it's not just cultural, it's actually commercial. According to research, the anti-aging market will be worth $67 billion by 2030. So this industry actually targets people who identify as young, but they no longer look it. So even though this wellness culture claims to be about self-love, we can also see that it is all about policing every wrinkle and every gray.
Aging gracefully, Christine Milian looked exactly the same at 43 when she was 21. I don't know what skincare routine Kelly Rowland got, but she looked bomb at 44. And A. Marie looked exactly.
While scrolling on your own timeline on social media, you're hit with questions such as, am I aging well enough? You might even end up archiving pictures of yourself where you are looking so old. Social media didn't just amplify beauty standards, it archived them. So every selfie you've ever posted online exists as a digital benchmark of your own youth. Online, everybody looks and acts so young. The use of filters make natural aging feel so abnormal. It feels so flawed. So social media has actually amplified the trend of staying young. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere you look, everybody is trying to stay young, to act young. Social media is full of content on skincare routines, how to stay young, videos on creams you should use if you want to get rid of wrinkles, gray hair. So everyone literally wants to stay young. Am I the only one who, if I come across a millennials page who is trying to stay young, I follow, I stalk just to see what exactly it is that they are doing to remain young? Well, it's an edge you can't resist because the algorithm is literally throwing all this content in your face. On social media, youth equals to relevance and relevance equals to visibility. So staying young isn't just vanity, it's survival. It's a survival tactic. Youthful energy equals to visibility, engagement, and of course marketability. So it's actually adaptation. The younger you look and act, the more the algorithm favors your content. That also means more exposure and more engagement. I mean, look at the Gen Zs. They are winning in this game. This online youth culture doesn't age gracefully. It actually recycles every 4 months. And the Gen Z isn't obsessed about staying young. They're redefining what youth even means. The Gen Zs are actually less desperate, and their feeling of being young is actually more detached. While the millennials want to preserve youth, the Gen Zs are just chilling. They're actually taking it easy. They're treating it like a disposable vibe, something that they can play with and not necessarily protect. But maybe their time is coming, because I feel like the millennials were there before. Well, come to think about it, maybe the millennials ain't afraid of age itself. They're probably afraid of becoming irrelevant. They are afraid of regret.
Do you have any regret in life?
I suppose I do, yeah.
Time goes very quickly, Robin.
And the older you get, the quicker it goes.
It's so scary.
Isn't it scary? And you have to make the most of it.
You have to make the most of it. Do you think you've made the most of your life?
Probably not.
I regard myself, Chris, as the greatest failure that ever walked the planet Earth.
Why?
Because I am. Because I didn't achieve the very basics. I'm the could have been man. I call myself the could have been man.
And they're probably afraid of the realization that adulthood didn't deliver the dreams that they always wanted. Or maybe we're never just taught what it looks like to age well. Because then as millennials, we grew up focusing on grades, careers. No one really told us that the process of changing physically, emotionally, mentally is actually what makes us human. On the flip side of things, maybe millennials just understand that not having enough sleep or an unbalanced diet speeds up aging. And so, anti-aging creams, diets, wellness is increasingly becoming part of their daily routine. Also, maybe millennials are not trying to deny their age. Rather, their goal is to optimize their cellular functions, maintain a glowing skin, and have a body full of energy. And also maybe the answer isn't to stay young, but to stay alive, kind, creative, and curious, to embrace change, to evolve, and to change on purpose. Basically, this means to age intentionally and not fearfully. Because to me, youth isn't just age. It isn't just a look. To me, it's a way of paying attention to the world. It's a vision of longevity. It's about awareness, and that never really fades. Now, if you have enjoyed this conversation, hit that like and subscribe button. Share it with somebody that may need to hear this. I'll see you again in my next one.